speak about Italy. You know, when you think about the holidays, you think about Christmas, you know, people actually make presents for each other. It's not all of this, you know, commercialization. It's not all this consumerism. You know, they make gifts for each other. They're very thoughtful about how they connect with people. Some of my greatest friendships are with, you know, my Italian friends.
Oh, wow. When was the last time you were in?
Like family.
Yeah? Like which family? The
Like
Gambinos?
sisters.
Oh.
You are.
Which family?
Last time I was there was last July, actually.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
After all of these years, I've been traveling in Europe since 1996, maybe?
Okay.
95. After all these years, but you know, it's work, you know?
Yeah.
So sometimes you get to see the town, sometimes you don't. You fly in, you do the gig, you leave the next day. You know, I've been there, but I haven't been there.
Yeah.
You know?
That was like, you know, now that's funny, isn't it? When you going all these places to work and civilians, I was like, and they think, oh, you going to Italy? I want to go with you. I want to hang out. But they don't know you, though you're going to another country, but you're going there to do a gig.
You're going there to work.
Yeah.
And so 2017, last July was the first time I went on vacation. You know? And I was like, wow. You know, I knew I wanted to go back because I hadn't been since 2017. Wow. I was going to do a tour, but then COVID, you know, blew up everybody's spot.
Which is, again, I blame Trump. Because he didn't get on top of it, man. He could have just got ahead of it. He was given a head start. Yeah. What a
But, you know,
man.
I mean, but see, people don't recognize the impact of what they do. So, perfect example, right? So, I went over 2017. Right now, the government is shut down.
Right.
The government is shut down.
Right.
If you're sitting there watching TV, you're like, oh, well, it doesn't really affect me. You know, I don't work for the government. I don't, you know, but, you know, tomorrow I'm supposed to be going on a trip.
And air traffic controllers aren't working.
Flaky.
Yeah.
It's flaky.
Yeah.
They shut down O'Hare 3 days ago.
Right.
They shut it down, you know,
What
out
about
of the blue.
Are the trains
they shut down
running?
Burbank Airport.
Burbank, yeah. What
And
about Midway? I'm sure
Midway,
they're
I
all
don't
shut
know.
down, right?
But I think that, you know, the biggest thing is that, everybody thinks something doesn't affect them, but it trickles down. You know, what if your mother's in hospice?
Right.
And you need to get there. You can't get there because of why? Your vote.
Right.
It's ostensibly, right? You know, you think that things don't matter. The people that didn't vote and that are stalking Kamala Harris like a bunch of weirdos.
Yeah,
you didn't vote.
Right.
But it has an impact.
Right.
Right? So, you know, I mean, now I'm sitting here. Their vote is impacting me.
Right.
And them.
Right.
When they don't get their WIC, when they don't get their farm subsidy, when their life insurance goes up, you know, I think that I don't know why somebody hasn't said, you know, you're just making such poor decisions consistently, not voting in your own interest.
You know why? Because their racism is so deep, they don't even care. They don't care. You know, I'd rather burn the whole thing down than to share with you.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's what's
Real
happening.
talk.
Yeah, and a lot of these farmers, because I was talking to a cat, I was doing a radio show. Sometimes I do this radio show with WCPT, 820 AM, Progressive Talk, and I was, and this cat called in from Michigan, white cat, and he was saying a lot of these farmers now, like you said, are feeling the impact, but he said also, and a lot of them, you know, now, like they can't, since Trump with the tariffs, and then China and all these countries stopped buying soybeans from us, and now they go to Brazil, whatever, and then cut off their income completely, and now these farmers can't pay for their farms, and some of them are committing suicide. Yeah. I mean,
thoughts and prayers.
Yeah.
Right? While Johnson is telling you thoughts and prayers, this poor lady called in. He was on live television.
Yeah.
And this woman called in and she said, I am a service wife, serviceman's wife.
Right.
And we are not getting paid.
Right.
And like, why wouldn't you make make some type of adaptation to the bill or to the shutdown that, you know, your servicemen get paid. And he was like, well, you know, the Democrats are the reason why this is happening. And with this blank face, you know, like he could care less. And that's the thing.
Mike Johnson.
They don't care.
They don't care. They don't care.
Care about you people. You all are going to be in dire damn straits.
Well, I mean, we all are. We all are.
But see, we used to it.
Yeah.
You ain't used to it, boo. That's why COVID drove y'all crazy.
Yeah.
Because what do you mean I can't go where I want to go? What do you mean I have to do this, that, and the other? We've been dealing with that our whole lives. We've been told what we can and can't do all our lives. Right?
COVID for white folks was just like the Jim Crow of viruses.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And even now, you know, it's like, you don't understand, you know, when they were like, you know, oh, this or that's going to happen and this or that's going to happen. And I was like, okay.
It's been
and everybody I know was like, and what else is new? Like, we've been trying to make $1 out of 15 cents.
I know.
We've been making a way out of no way
since
forever.
1619.
Now y'all got to figure it out and you losing your damn minds. That's why you still mad.
But yes, all of that is true. But then here's the thing. When it gets to be, when they get so desperate, then they start, like now, when they
get violent, when
they get violent, right? And then, like when ICE came into South Shore, last week, you know,
that was wild.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Wild. And they took all those people. I mean, it was African Americans in that building.
Yeah.
Warrantless searches.
Right.
Children.
Right.
Like, oh, why'd you take the black people? Well, you know, we didn't know if we had to check to see if they had warrants.
Yeah. Yeah. Butt naked kids.
Well, they might have had warrants, you know.
Right.
They're dangerous.
Yeah.
Right?
And they said helicopters hovering above the apartment.
They landed.
Well, no, and then some hovered and they rappelled down the road.
Yes.
Like there's in Mission Impossible. Come on, whites. Come on.
They be so extra.
Yeah.
They be so extra.
Again, though, they are trying to prolong and postpone the inevitable. And here's the thing. It's inevitable. Things change. Cycles come and go. Regimes come and go. People come and go. And all you got to learn to share. If you weren't so compulsively greedy and pathologically greedy and had such a compulsive need for control of everything, which you can't do, everything would be fine. You just have to learn. You just share. Just share. Equality. They're against equality.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. And the
and progress.
And progress. But the bottom line is that everything that your racism is going to destroy you.
Absolutely.
Talk to the stockholders of Target.
Yeah.
Your racism is going to destroy you.
Yes. It's something exploded. The government said, that'll be about it now. Yeah.
All statements made.
Government said, we hovering in a helicopter right above y'all. Right. I love this song by Stevie Wonder called Big Brother. Mm-mm. Oh man, listen to that song, because the very last line of that song is what's happening. He says, your name is Big Brother. I live in a house the size of a matchbox, on and on about, you only come see me around election time, this and that. He said, your name is Big Brother. This is the last line. I won't even have to do nothing to you. You'll cause your own country to fall. Steve, Innovisions.